Have you ever wondered who were the first people to set foot on the Americas? You may not believe it, but the story of Native Americans goes beyond simple legends and traditions. There is an amazing history behind the story of these people. Today, we are going to reveal these secrets together and take a look at the origin of Native Americans that you may not have heard before. So stay with us, because you're going to come across some amazing tips that might even change your mind. Well, to begin with, we have to go back thousands of years, when the first humans migrated from Asia to the Americas. Maybe you think how this trip was done? Many believe that these people reached America by crossing the Bering Strait, which was a land bridge at the time. Of course, this is just one of the hypotheses, but it is very interesting to imagine how they could travel this long way with simple and basic tools. Migration to America is one of the most amazing events in human history. About 20,000 years ago, during the last ice age, small groups of humans migrated from Asia to the Americas. This trip was made through a land bridge called the Bering Bridge, which at that time was located between Siberia and Alaska due to the low level of seawater and the presence of polar ice. These early humans were most likely hunter-gatherers and traveled to this unknown land in search of food and new resources. This journey probably took several generations, and with the changes in climate and harsh conditions, the groups gradually dispersed in different parts of the continent, from Alaska to South America. When these immigrant groups entered the Americas, they lived in different environments such as rainforests, deserts, mountains, and plains. Each region had its own challenges, and this led to the formation of diverse cultures, languages, and ways of life among Native Americans. DNA and discovered artifacts show that these peoples, despite their great dispersion, had common roots in Asia. Over thousands of years, however, these groups evolved into distinctly different cultures, each developing its own unique achievements and knowledge. The formation of Native American cultures is one of the most fascinating and complex parts of the history of this continent. After immigrating to the American continent, these people settled in different parts of this land, and according to the environment and different climatic conditions, they created diverse cultures. For example, the cultures of South American peoples, such as the Aztecs and Mayans, founded complex civilizations due to living in tropical areas and having abundant food resources. These civilizations are known for building huge cities, stone pyramids, and advanced agricultural systems. On the other hand, indigenous tribes living in colder northern regions, such as the Inuit, Eskimos, faced more difficult conditions. To survive in environments with limited resources, they depended on hunting and fishing and built their culture around living in the harsh Arctic nature. One of the most important aspects of the formation of Native American cultures was their close relationship with nature. They believed that the earth, air, water, and living things were all together in a sacred cycle, and therefore, indigenous cultures often placed great importance on respecting and protecting nature. In addition, these cultures are very different and diverse in terms of art, religion, and language. Some of these peoples developed written languages and complex mathematical and calendar systems, while others preserved oral cultures and passed their stories and legends down through the generations. This cultural diversity and differences have made the Native Americans known as one of the richest and most diverse human civilizations in history. Every culture that was formed was a reflection of the unique environment and challenges that people faced. If we want to look more closely at these cultures, great civilizations such as the Incas, Mayas, and Aztecs are brilliant examples of this cultural development. One of the strangest things about Native Americans is that many scientists still cannot say for sure who the first people who set foot in America were. Newly discovered DNAs and artifacts tell us different stories than what we thought before. If you enjoyed this trip to the past and discovering the secrets of Native Americans, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the future videos. Don't forget to share your thoughts with us too. How do you think the early migrations changed the world? Help spread these amazing stories by liking and sharing this video. Stay tuned for the next video.